In 2007, Coca-Cola acquired Vitamin Water for $4.1 billion, and 50 Cent reportedly walked away with somewhere between $60 and $100 million. Not from an album, not from a tour, not from a sneaker line, from a minority equity stake in flavored water. At the time, it looked like a celebrity endorsement. It wasn't. It was a structural shift, and that shift would eventually make him richer than rap ever could. Before boardrooms and ownership negotiations, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson was already dominant. Get Rich or Die Trying exploded. Multi-platinum sales followed, global tours followed, brand deals followed. By industry standards, he had already won. But winning in music is not the same as winning structurally. Music careers peak, trends shift, and audiences migrate. But executives remain, and what 50 Cent appeared to understand early was this: artists generate attention, owners generate longevity. That difference changes everything. When Glaceau approached him about Vitamin Water in the mid-2000s, the industry playbook was predictable: large endorsement check, marketing appearances, short-term royalty participation, move on, immediate money, minimal risk. Instead, he negotiated equity. He reportedly accepted less upfront cash in exchange for ownership in the company. At the time, this did not look genius. It looked uncertain. Vitamin Water was growing, but it was not Coca-Cola. Distribution was expanding, but not dominant. Exit timing was unclear. This was not a guaranteed outcome. But it was a leveraged bet. An endorsement pays once. Equity pays when value compounds. That's the difference between renting your brand and investing it. When Coca-Cola acquired Glaceau for $4.1 billion, that leverage matured. And here's the contrast most people missed. The endorsement model rewards visibility. The equity model rewards patience. One depends on relevance, the other depends on scale. He chose scale. But the Vitamin Water exit wasn't the real story. The real story is what he did next. Because large liquidity events can create a dangerous illusion that the game is over. Sudden wealth often leads to sudden lifestyle inflation. Bigger houses, more assets, larger entourage, lower discipline. History is full of entertainers who had one windfall and slowly disappeared financially over the next decade. Comfort is the hidden risk of success. Comfort convinces you that timing was genius. Discipline reminds you it was opportunity. Instead of treating the payout as retirement, he treated it as proof of concept. Ownership works, leverage scales, distribution beats performance, and he moved into media. Television is structurally different from music. In music, artists are the product. In television, intellectual property is the product. If a song performs, it earns. If a franchise performs, it compounds. In 2014, Power premiered on Starz. Early ratings were respectable, not explosive. Scripted television is expensive. Production budgets are fixed. Failure rates are high. One underperforming season can erase millions in investment. This was not a safe bet. But the architecture was different. He wasn't just starring, he was executive producing. He had ownership participation, he had back-end positioning, he had influence over creative direction. Instead of monetizing screen time, he monetized structure. As Power grew into Starz' highest-rated original series at the time, leverage shifted. The network needed the franchise, and franchises create negotiation power. Spin-offs expanded the universe. Audience retention increased. Brand equity deepened. This wasn't a show anymore, it was infrastructure. And infrastructure creates tension. When a show becomes critical to a platform, contracts become strategic weapons. Creative control, distribution rights, exclusivity terms, back-end revenue splits, each clause determines who benefits most when value scales. Publicly, there were disputes between 50 Cent and Starz, contract negotiations, strategic pressure, public friction. To casual observers, it looked unstable. From a business lens, it was leverage testing. The party with fewer dependencies holds more power. Most creators sign long-term exclusivity deals for security. Security limits upside. Instead, he leveraged visibility to negotiate strength. New multi-project agreements reportedly valued in the tens of millions followed. The industry that once paid him per performance was now negotiating with him as an asset holder. That's structural evolution. Then came the moment that could have ended it. In 2015, 50 Cent filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Headlines framed it as collapse. Rapper who made millions declares bankruptcy. But bankruptcy, in corporate strategy, is not always failure. It can be recalibration. The filing followed legal judgments and financial disputes, including a publicly reported $7 million verdict. Liquidity tightened, exposure increased, reputation risks spiked. This is where many public figures retreat. Instead, he reorganized. Next, he did strategic restructuring instead of disappearing. He continued expanding power. He continued negotiating deals. He maintained posture. By 2017, the bankruptcy case was resolved. The empire did not collapse, it adapted. And that adaptation is the hidden differentiator. The vitamin water deal proved leverage creates upside. The bankruptcy period proved leverage requires durability. One is attractive, the other is essential. After restructuring, the trajectory clarified. He signed a non-exclusive broadcast direct deal with Fox. This matters. Dependency reduces leverage. Portability increases it. When your value is transferable, your negotiating position strengthens. He moved from being network dependent to platform flexible, from talent to infrastructure, from performance income to asset income. That's not diversification, that's architecture. Music royalties fluctuate. Touring depends on cultural timing. Equity exits create spikes. Franchises create recurring flow. Ownership builds systems. Systems outlast trends. Now step back. The through line across vitamin water, power, and Fox is not luck. It's evaluation criteria. He stopped asking, how large is the check? He started asking, how large is the upside? Most people optimize for safety. He optimized for leverage. Most entertainers monetize attention once. He attached attention to scalable assets repeatedly. If you are paid when you perform, you are trading time. If you are paid when assets grow, you are building leverage. If you control distribution, you control negotiation. If you own intellectual property, you outlast cycles. That is the structural lesson. The album was titled Get Rich or Die Trying. The business strategy was quieter, more patient, less visible, but it made him richer than rap ever could. If you found this breakdown valuable, like, share, and subscribe to Holistic Tube. Because when you analyze business through ownership, leverage, and durability, the real story is never the headline. It's the structure underneath it.